Magagalaw na naman to.
Right start.
Tuturo ka pa, hindi nga mataso sa'yo.
Taas mo ka! Huwag ka lumiliyad!
You can do all the
ganun, puputol.
Maklap ka.
Ay, kilikili ka.
Patawain mo sa akin.
Hindi na umabot ko siya.
Yata yung namatay talaga. Namatay talaga siya dyan.
Naghang!
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Naghahang ba yun noon? Hindi.
Yung siya namatay kagabi, di ba?
9 minutes.
Ha? 9 minutes na?
Hmm. Ganun, puputol.
Hindi kumakulap ka.
Sa braso yan.
Tingnan mo.
Sakit! Ouchie!
Patawain mo sa akin.
Hindi na umabot ko siya. my goodness. Long legs, long legs. Stay with me. We'll switch music. Go up that air. Oh my goodness. Walk, walk. Here's the thing with my pace. You want to shoot that high, fast pace. Already. Our heart rate will come back down. Slowly, gradually bring the heart rate back down to the safe level and then you rest it. We're almost there. Is that big announcement? Now here's where it comes to this. Hey, watch. Hey, guys. Stop that right here. Up together, up together. That heart rate go up and down. Nice. Bang, how does it feel? Even in a few minutes, it's normal. It's up together, up together. Woo. 8, over here, 8, here's 7, here's 6, here's 5, 4, 3, walk, 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 walk. Hey guys, just an easy pace, step, step forward, just 2 up, 2 down, step, step forward, 4, and 3, 2, all through the leg, step, 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 and then go back, step, 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 step. Relax, you're on your way out. Yeah. Wow, you got into this mile so fast. And you're on your way out of there. I mean, you're coming
Saan
up
tayo?
right. Step, step, and step, and step, 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 and like that. And you're like, why would people say I don't have time to work out? Why do they say it? You have time. You have 15 minutes. I know you do. Step speed, step speed, take it speed. Go, 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 go. Any way you want to go, guys. You go. Step speed, step speed. That's the way. Oh, I got it. I love it. That's the way to put little knees in that move. That's the way. Woo! There goes my girl. There's my girl. Step, 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 walk, 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 walk. Woo! Low stick, real low. Just like that word low. Ready? Here goes right here. Low. Low. Allow the heart rate to come back to where it was in the beginning. Allow the breathing to come back to normal. Honey, it affects everything. Yeah.
Sunod squat.
Oh.
Hindi natin namatay talaga. Namatay talaga siya dyan.
Naghang.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Naghahang ba yun noon? Hindi.
Diyan siya namatay kagabi, di ba?
9 minutes.
Ha? 9 minutes na?
Hmm.
Isang set na lang eh. Huwag mong ayayin na.
And reach toward the foot. Pop. Come on. 8, 7, 6. Change those arms and reach over the head. Here's it. 5. Hey, go everybody. Look at that energy level. Go, go, go. Woo. Don't forget to go to the hand. I've been walking for 100 years now, honey. I put decades now. I don't know say years. Make all walks. Make all walks. Woo. Feels so good. Strong, honey. That's nothing, honey. Walk up like this. Little gentle kicks, guys. Little gentle ones. That's nice.
Malalaman natin kung ilang minuto tayo nag-exercise.
There you go.
Pagod ka na.
15 minutes.
All the way. And we walked today. And we felt so good. Walk real slow. Blow out that air. You did one multi-muscle.
This
Okay
is
na?
Fitness Blunder's 100 reps squat challenge.
Mag-squat pa tayo. Masakit kasi yung ganito ko. Itong ganito ko.
In this workout, we'll be going through 10 different squat variations for 10 repetitions each, giving us a total of 100 repetitions. Now, this routine doesn't require any equipment, but if you want to make it harder, you can always add
Di
extra
mga
weights.
prankster.
You also have to include a warm-up or cool down, so you want to make sure you get those in on your own. Alright, so assuming you've got your warm-up done, let's go ahead and get started with that first exercise, which is going to be a basic squat. You're doing 10 repetitions.
Pangatlo araw na ba natin ngayon?
And begin. A nice deep squat, keep that back perfectly flat the entire time. You want to focus on trying to get those hips down as low as you can, as low as is comfortable for that knee. So the main goal is to try to get those hips at least to knee height. And drop those hips even lower than that, just making sure that back stays nice and flat. You want to try to mimic the angle off of your shin with the angle of your chest to make sure you're getting a nice clean squat. Try not to lean too far into your heel, and definitely try not to lean too far onto your toe. You want to make sure that weight is pretty even between that toe and that heel. And as your last repetition right here, go ahead and let that one relax. Let's move on to our next squat variation, which is going to be a plie squat. This one, you want those feet pointing in opposite directions, rolling those hips open as much as you can. Let's go ahead and get ready. And start it up. Again, feet in opposite directions. Squat down as low as it's comfortable. You're going to feel like you have a pretty limited range of motion here, especially depending on how flexible that inside thigh is, as well as that hamstring. So you want to make sure you're trying to get those knees pointing in as close to opposite directions as is comfortable for that knee and for that hip. Again, keep that back perfectly straight up and down, and get those hips down as low as is comfortable. Keep those lungs open. Keep that repetition going nice and slow, under control. Almost done, just 2 more repetitions. Nice deep squat. 1 more. And relax. Good job. We're going to move on to our next variation, which is going to be a squat with a side leg raise. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Traditional squat, nice and low. Again, trying to get those hips to knee height or lower. Every single time you come up from that squat, you're going to bring one leg up and out to the side as high as you can without tipping your body over sideways. You're going to try to keep that torso perfectly straight up and down. Make sure you're alternating every single repetition. Keep that motion going. Again, nice deep squat. Keep those lungs open, nice flat back. We have just 1 more on each side. So the last one right here. And let it relax. Good job. Let's move to our next one, which is going to be a roundabout squat. Just start with those feet about shoulder width apart, just like you would for a traditional squat. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. You drop down to the right, up across the left, stop at the center, reverse that direction, back around the other side. So you want to try to get that same depth like you would with a regular squat, so with those hips nice and low. You want to get as much motion as you can from left to right as possible. So really kick those hips off the left as you drop down, up across the right, and then reverse it down to the right, up across the left as you come up. Just keep alternating back and forth, keep the back nice and flat, again focusing on trying to get a nice deep squat the entire time. Almost done. 1 more back around the other side. And let it relax. So we'll move on to our next, which is going to be a squat with a reverse leg lift.
Pag nag-walking tayo, effortless pa sa akin doon.
Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Alright, starting off that traditional squat again, just like we've done before, just adding that different motion, lifting that leg back behind you instead of off to the side or just doing a traditional squat. Now, every single time you drop down, it's just like I said, like a traditional squat, get it back flat and as low as you possibly can. When you come up, one leg comes up back behind you, nice tight squeeze on that butt, bring it back down, another squat, and then up with the opposite leg. Just keep alternating back and forth. Again, focus on keeping that back nice and flat. Don't lean forward when you lift that leg up back behind you. You want to try to keep that torso as straight up and down as you can. 2 more repetitions. 1 more on the other side. And let it relax. Good job. Let's move on to the next. We're going to be doing a triple dip squat. So we're doing
20 minutes. Pagod na si Aling Mali.
Wala tayong pamunas. Ha?
Kumupunas. Kaya mo lang yan.
Ang hirap magpapayat.
Ang daling magbataba. No?
Hirap na.
Ano na hirapan mo?
Paano naman ba? Ano ba yan? Naka-zoom pala eh.
Sure lang naman yun. Nag-automatic yun. Ha?
Go. Triple dip kasi yan eh. Go.
Doing 3 pulses at the bottom of the squat. Go ahead and get ready.
Wala pa.
And start out. Nice deep squat, just a regular traditional squat. Pausing at the bottom, doing 3 pulses at the very bottom of that range of motion, just about 3 to 4 inches in depth. Then right back up to a standing position before you drop right back down that squat again.
Straight.
Now again, you're trying to get those hips as low as you possibly can, and you only want to pulse at the bottom range of that motion. So you don't want to pulse in the middle. You want to make sure your hips are as low as you possibly can the entire time. Keep that back nice and flat. Keep those lungs open. Make sure you don't hold your breath. Now as you start getting tired with this one, you're going to want to start leaning that range of motion, doing that pulse a lot higher. Keep concentrating on forcing yourself to get down as low as you can. That's what's going to get you the most out of this. That's what's going to get you the most muscle development and toning out of this, and get that butt really nice and round. So keep yourself down there as low as you can. All right, just one more repetition to go.
Nadaya ka eh.
And relax.
Ikaw ang pinakamadaya dito sa
This
mga.
exercise is going to be a sumo squat plus a high kick. Now, this one you want to try to keep those feet about twice shoulder width apart. Those toes pointing off about a 45-degree angle. So then start up, get those feet out nice and wide, turn those toes off, nice big deep squat, and you're going to bring one leg up and over top, nice big circular motion, right back down to the place where you picked it up from, nice big deep squat again, and back up and over. And as you do this, your feet are going to start wandering back in towards each other. Try to keep those feet really nice and far apart. We'll make that outside thigh and that inside thigh have to work a lot more, as well as focusing on those glute muscles, those butt muscles, in a different way than traditional squats. So try to put those knees on next one. Last one,
Oh, lampas ulo sa kanya eh.
and let it relax. All right, let's go move on to our next exercise, which is a side squat.
Matangkad siya.
Hindi yan, ganito yun.
And go ahead and get ready,
Hanggang
and begin. So step off to the side, nice deep squat, down between those knees, try to get those hips nice and low. The wider you step, the harder it's going to be on those legs, and more development you're going to get out of that glute muscle, that butt muscle, as well as the more effort you're going to get out of those outside thighs. So the wider you step, the more you're going to have to challenge those muscles, so try to get as wide as you can. And we have a couple repetitions left. One more back over to the other side. And let it relax. Good now, let's move on to our next, which is a double dip ski squat. Those feet are going to be really nice and close together. 2 pulses at the bottom. Let's go ahead and get ready. And then begin. Those feet just about 2 to 3 inches apart. You're going to drop down, keep those knees straight in line with that foot. Make sure your knees don't kick off to the side or tuck in. You want to keep them right over top of that foot. Nice deep squat. Try to get those hips down as low as you can, just like a regular squat. You're trying to get those hips to at least knee height or lower if you can, as long as you're comfortable on that knee and that hip. Again, keep that back nice and flat. You're doing that pulse to the bottom. 2 to 4 inches in depth, trying to do it only at the very bottom of that range of motion. Now, keep it going a little bit longer. You only have 2 more repetitions. 1 more. Keep that pulse nice and low. And let it relax nice and down. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our last exercise in this routine,
Ayan, mahirap.
which is going to be a jump squat. We're going to lead off with a hard one. Let's go ahead and get ready.
Ba't na
Ayan, mahirap.
And start up. Nice deep squat. Jump as hard as you can.
Oh,
Drop
baba!
right back into a squat again, and then jump again. As quickly as you can. Make sure you get a nice slow recoil down into that squat as low as you can before you jump as hard as possible. The lower you go, the more strength development, and the more muscle development you get in that butt, the rounder it's going to get. Almost done. And let it relax. Good job. This workout is complete.
Okay na? Okay.
Isa pa.
Tapos na mga ka-prankster. Okay na yung pag-exercise namin ng 15 minutes to 20
This is
minutes.
splitters, body weight, upper body workout.
Oh, i-pause mo.